ready to jump up with them and commit with them because their middles have been on fire, and they haven't been able to slow them down once.
Well, we just talked about Grayce Olson, and there she was. Beat the block there and delivered the kill.
Great swing.
They take on Minnesota, Michigan, Washington, and then USC, the rival. That was in. Good swing there. Well, there's your tip. Outside. Harper Murray will try one more time. And the block by Dodson.
Wow, Devaney's getting into it now.
Tough serve. Tipped back over. No, another point. And it is now set point number 2 for the Bruins. Grayce Olson down the line. Good dig by Rodriguez. Huge dig. Aaron Beeson knocked down. Through the block. Oh, what a save. It's over. Olson again. Got it. And UCLA comes from behind to take set number 3.
Wow, what a finish. What a finish from Olson. Great play. Lexi Rodriguez with an incredible dig first time around. Look at this. Oh, wow. Bergen Riley is in the back row. I love that creativity.
And another tip shot there, a little roll by Grayce Olson. Rolls that over for the kill.
Great shot.
Right over the block.
So much finesse in this. You see everyone's dug back deep.
Olson. Good up by Duke. Beeson is blocked. Brooklyn Briscoe.
Yeah, that's a great close by the Bruins.
Bruins have served 52 aces on the year, about an ace and a half per set. Leading by 3, out to the left side, Egan, and I don't believe she even cleared the top of the tape. That's a Bruin point. 11-7, UCLA's biggest lead of the day.
Olson there.
And that one is in play. Eaten up there for the moment by Taylor, and UCLA standing tall.
Adding another one to her name, block assists, I should say, as Dotson
puts it to Riley in the back row pack. Slide right, Leilani Dotson cross court. That is going to be dug by Emily Londot. Egan on the left is blocked. Grayce Olson and Leilani Dotson.
Olson standing at 6'4", out of Pleasanton, California, the junior.
It's the 10th ace of the year for Mia Tuman. This one is a floater again off of Olson. This one is kept alive by Duick. 3 blockers up for Ohio State. Horn looking for that push cross court pack. Anna Dotson coming this way. Picked up sideline by Tuman. Egan, that's blocked. Anna Dotson and Grayce Olson going up.
Dotson saying, what more do you want on that block for the Bruins? Little tip right up and over that block was wide open.
10 looking at 8. Hasbrook puts it in play to Duick. Leverett high in the sky to Kiki Horn. Cross court dug out by Hasbrook. Egan high off the wall right there to cover at the 10-foot line. Audrey Pack. Horn right in the path there of Hasbrook. Pops it up. Egan. Ball hangs on the tape. Maybe touched briefly by Dotson. Either way, it works out for UCLA. Setter serving, that's Mia Tuman. Front row packed. Olson on the right. Grayce Olson.
When your 6'4" Oppo passes a perfect ball, you better set her on that, and she is going to put it away. Great swing there from Olson on the right side. Look at this pass to attack. She kicks out and unleashes on that ball.
Pack back to Olson, tip over the wall. Nice clearance there for Grayce Olson near this right pin.
Olson.
Comes in as the top point scorer for UCLA on the season, but is hitting in the negative. So a big reason why this team is struggling. Olson struggling earlier with back-to-back hitting errors in this second set, but she responds Texas in a five-setter. So yeah, they've lost five setters to Baylor, TCU, and Stanford, a former Pac-12 team, but they do have a win against Texas to their resume. As we mentioned earlier, they are 6-0 when they play three setters. They've never played a four-setter. UCLA trying to force a four-set for the first time for the Golden Gophers this season. That is Grayce Olson doing her part in scoring. A five-set loss against Purdue, but then also the win against Wisconsin. Trying to get back to double digits. She'll need a little bit more work to do so. Hansen stopped in her tracks. Olson and Dotson bossing that shot and sending it back.
There is.
Palabiak serves to Olson, a shake. A bump set comes back to her high hands. Schaffmaster identifies Grote. And a transition swing for Olson, leaving Grote on an island on the outside. 1v1 and just manhandles the block.
We know that they're not going to back down. They're going to play scrappy defense and just find ways to push points at the service line.
Pack to Olson off the soft block, picked up by Dimitri Sheehan in the back row. Valentina's picked up, and a nice placement shot on this near sideline. The 24th of this month against Penn State, so it gets no easier after going on the road. Michigan State also here at the end of the month. Out to the left side, 1-on-2. Bruins have a block up with Vallette going up. Right side, Jacobs clear the wall, but dug up in the Bruin back row. Olson coming this way. Grayce Olson scores cross court. Pack goes to Olson. Unconventional spot for her in the middle. Olson now will put it in the air to Pack. Back to Olson, and that's more like it. Olson knocks it down from the right side.
I like the Bruins running a different route there. We saw Olson.
Leverett, one ace tonight, serves cross court to Jacobs. They feed the left pin. Valentina's picked up. Out to the left, Olson, a nice placement shot to the far sideline. Fourth ace in a Bruin uniform for Leilani Dotson. UCLA quietly starting to narrow that statistic. Left side swing, and the Bruin block is up. Grayce Olson.
The boards here in the splash zone around center court.
Pack. Ball served to the back, overpass. And Olson, wow, that was pretty, wasn't it? Yeah, two Michigan blocks.
12.86.
Each side just with 4 service errors tonight. Olson, that's denied. Bruins up with it. Olson over the wall and down. Grayce Olson puts the Bruins back on top, 22-21.
Olson is a solution player. She's showing that you don't need to take a mindless rip at the ball every time you're.
All right, Michigan serving. This is Trixie McMillan. Haven't called her name yet tonight. Olson, an off-speed shot picked up. McMillan bump it up, and that is an overpass, and Grayce Olson, that is too easy for her. All right, back in for Michigan to serve Trixie McMillan. She was out there a few minutes ago. Cross court, Olson is dug. Wolverines looking for a lead in the double digits here, but Michigan minus 091. UCLA minus 067. Bruins have it, absolutely need this one. Olson on the left. over the wall, looking sideline, got it. Grayce Olson, 14th kill.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of finesse so far. So that response makes sense. Pack going down low to set up Horn. Nice dig, Zoria Hurd. Wilmus is rejected. That was Olson and Briscoe with the double block.
Biggest block on the floor right now is Grayce.
And she really had the hot hand last year in both matchups against Washington, so tends to hit well against the Huskies. Dog big time by Bays right there. Now here's Wilmus in transition. A chance for the Bruins. Block touch, there again. Wilmus not going to have a swing, instead on the overset. It was Olson for a UCLA point. The Bruins have some separation. They certainly struggled in their previous match against Penn State, to say the least. And USC has been on the come-up, so a huge win for the Ducks. And this one has been, like we talked about, almost as close as you could imagine. She matches Grayce Olson. They both have 11. Between the two of them, only 3 total hitting errors. Wilmus is roofed. We've seen a few of those for UCLA. The block is Sydney Breon with the serve. It creates issues. Kiki Horn, one hand, Wilmus. Wilson saves. Easy dig for Dewick. Ensley scrambles, has a look, touches it towards Pack, takes her out of the play. Dewick uses her hands. Olson is blocked. It tickles the tape. Olson gets it back and finds the corner. What a shot to end a long point. And Grayce Olson picks up her 14th kill.
Now USC has got to answer here. They're in trouble at home. Right side to Livings, block touch. Dotson was down, right side to Olson, straight down through the block. You came out of your seat.
Back in your way, get the swing, get the crowd riled up, and start using that momentum to your advantage.
Now Taylor Anderson to send it away. Nice dig there from Chacoin out of the back row. Myers gets it over, a free ball for the Bruins. Into the block of Eva Hudson. And that one finds the real estate, 19-14 after a beautiful swing out of the outside there from Grayce Olson. Leverett with 20 kills. The next closest teammate is 7, so Leverett, the majority of the offense for the Bruins, as they need to awaken out of this timeout, and awaken they do as Grayce Olson ends the 7-0 scoring run of the Purdue Boilermakers. She splits the hands of in to serve, the sophomore from Windermere, Florida. Anderson tried to angle that dump. Joust at the net off the hands of Leverett. Back to Hudson. Myers able to keep it alive. Back to Hudson. Tooling it off the block, but falling a couple of inches short. Point UCLA. A tough break there for the Boilers.
The serve from Lutz. Wagner to Rousseau. They go right back to Reed, but Lutz is there. Leverett with the roll. Randorf now with another roll. Good dig from the back row from Kate Riley. Wildcats scrambling. Who's going to get there? Nobody does, and UCLA looking to find that finish line here in this opening set.
Yeah, and that's
this one tied up at 20. Olson breaks that tie. But there's just too much power that Dodson brings. Hill trying to return that one. Here is Dodson from the middle. Got it through, but Wright kept it alive. Olson puts a period on this sentence.
Yeah, and that just went right between Lauren Carter and Lily Wagner, and Lauren Carter on her way to doing maybe potentially her 3rd match ever.
Olson near side. Good spot in the back row. Nobody could get home.
Yeah, and that's just a soft spot in Northwestern's defense right there. UCLA doing a better job attacking the back side of this North.
Now Rousseau trying to regain a Northwestern advantage. but there's too much power on the UCLA side of the net. Just comes down to, was there enough to convincingly overturn the call on the floor? Olson takes the swing, and if you're a UCLA fan, you might be saying ball don't lie.
It's true. Olson finding the soft spot in the back of Northwestern's defense, and she's so dangerous as well. 7th kill now of the evening for her. And
Pack looks to put it away. Reed looking to stay alive. Leverett tips across the court. Carter setting up Hill into the block. Bruins win the set 28-26. From Hill and Reed, 49 combined swings for the two of them. There's one from Horn, popped up from right. Reed again. Gets denied. Here's Dodson quickly into the block from Summers. Well recovered by the Bruins, and they return the favor with the block. It's Anna Dodson this time.
tiny bit off in terms of being on the same page.
Looking ahead for UCLA, they go back to Poly Pavilion after today for a 3-match homestand against Penn State, Michigan State, and USC as they inch closer. Ume. Reed takes the swing, got blocked down. Anna Dodson puts the game away, and the Bruins pick up a big win to recover themselves.
Really the Bruins stars coming to show out. Leverett early, and then the Dodsons late. Leilani.
But they're putting some service pressure on. Brilliant pass that time by Duick, and a swing by number 12. Grayce Olson on the outside.
Every coach we talk to, inside the defense, missing wide.
Olson out of the back row. Pretty good swing. Pretty good, outstanding swing from about 13 feet off the net by number 12.
Grayce Olson is rangy.
4 digs per set, 4th best in the league. Also very dangerous at the service line. Good first contact. Olson one-on-one. Dug by Stark. Angelina, the older sister. The younger sister, Stark, was a little bit slow in that cover. Olson again. UCLA starting to find some options offensively. Congratulations to the Hoosiers. Currently in the mix, and haven't said that for quite a while. Going Olson right back to her. Poor set in transition by Faldudo, and she doesn't miss many. Olson again. Faldudo making up for it with a spectacular dig. Kiki Horn has been pretty quiet. Good play by Cameron Hanna. Trammell working really hard in the middle, number 1 in pink. Long, scrappy rally. And Grayce Olson hammering the ball off the right side. 11.75 out of Wright State. A solid program in the tournament for some time. Good block. Leilani Dodson again with Olson setting it.
Leilani Dodson, number 8 in blue, is the...
Both Dodsons, along with Kiki Horn, pretty quiet. Oh, good set. Long range set that time. And blocked by UCLA.
Brooklyn Briscoe in on that one with Grayce Olson. But I'll tell you, that was an attack again to Trammell, number 1 in pink.
Hannah only a 33% good or perfect passer. Didn't look like it there. She looked really good. Nice play by Olson. Grayce Olson finding a seam in the block and impressed. When UCLA's in system, Pack is very good.
Another good pass.
15 with both teams. I think Penn State has 3 challenges. UCLA has 2. Olson, how good has Grayce Olson been all night long? To Ava Faldudo for that dig. Right side again. And nothing stopping Grayce Olson tonight.
6-2 offense earlier this year, but have reverted to a 5-1 offense.
Right side Olson looking to make it 2 for 2. She's got it. Grayce Olson.
Pack spreading that offense.
Audrey Pack down 3. Aaron pass there from Bolton, chased down by Hold'em up against the Spartan bench. It results in a free ball. Bruins have it. Olson on the right side. 2-point ball game.
She also played basketball and was All-State honorable mention. Why not?
Pack in the middle to Briscoe, off her fingertips, and Anderson easy in the middle for a dig. Pack sliding up, keeps it alive. Duick will set out to the right. Olson connects. Taylor Hold'em serves. Ball taken in the back by Peyton Duick. Pack, ball hangs on the top of the tape, falls the way of the green and white. Left side, Preston is roofed, and there is a Bruin block, which we have not called all day.
That's exactly what they needed in that moment. Olson.
It's better than their season average. 20's on the board. Olson going up. Dug up by Anderson to keep this point alive. In the middle, Briscoe. Covered up top by Olson, who will now have a tip over the wall and a nice, smart shot.
What a player she was. Here's Kate Lutz. Good stab. Duffy playing offense and defense right now. Trubant with a dig, quickly to the outside. Big block by Olson. 16 all the way down to number 21, and they battled Penn State all the way. Should have won the fourth set, but they did not. Had 6 set points. That is history. Duffy first contact outside to Olson, in a little bit early, but number 12 in blue, hole in the block.
Grayce Olson finding high seam, and that's a big block in front of her, but she's going to work on the right. Love the tip pick.
Keeping those middles involved is a great way to keep blockers honest on the other side of the net.
Oregon hitting .333 as a team. Cross-court swing, Grayce Olson.
Nice arm swing there from Grayce Olson on that outside pin. Now, we said she's been playing right side most of the season. Take a second ball with confidence, not having to worry about doubling it.
Strong serve, Collier. And Olson scores. Yeah, so much of that talk with the double rule change this year.
Which she got earlier in this set. So 100 career blocks, and she had a big week offensively last week. But UCLA quickly erases that with Grayce Olson, the 6'4 junior. Penn State, Wisconsin, Nebraska, all national title contenders. Purdue as well, up there at the top. Byzantine. Here's Olson, right down the line and on the line. Nice kill by Grayce Olson. Next night against Purdue, but not letting the ups and downs of Big Ten volleyball get to her. She's come out with a lot of emphasis tonight. Rutgers goes back to Hartman. UCLA nearly blocks it. Now they've got a free ball to deal with. And it's right back to Grayce Olson for another kill. Olson right through the middle. On the slide, Hardison nearly put it down. Good defense. And then Olson goes right through the heart of the Rutgers defense. Hardison tried to flick it, kept alive by some good reflexes from Rutgers. That was Byzantine and Bolin that helped kept it alive. Dierstad with the effort. Byzantine went for the kill, nearly got it. Kiki Horn flies in with a push. Here's Hartman. Longest rally of the match. Rutgers hoping to get it to get back into the striking distance in this third set. But it's Grayce Olson. Back to Kiki Horn. Dug out by Dierstad. Bolin feeds Byzantine, and it's blocked by Grayce Olson and Leilani Dodson.
From the Terps, they thought they had one set point in the hands of Leilani Dodson. Dowler out of system. Sire far side. The one set dealt with by Schnitta. Sam Sire dug out nicely by Riley. Here's Olson over the top of the block.
Stress-free way to go about it, but if they just keep trading points, the Terps will take the set.
Olson ferociously rises.
I don't think that I've seen a stretch like this, you know, in my games calling it.
Nearing our media timeout at 14-13. Leverett back to serve. Could be an ace. Bush taken way back there. Free ball given up. by Howry. Bruins on the move. Pack from the middle of the court and get it to Olson. Nice shot cross court, leaving no room for a dig. That was Imani Bush, her second put away. Audrey Pack's got it, out to the left. Kiki Orn. Well, that was off the right foot, I think, of Molly Wilson. Results in a free ball, at least for the Huskies, to keep it alive. Right side, Olson over the wall, sliding up their bays. Huskies now swinging for a point. Bush can't get it down. Olson. Dug up by Bays. Wilson in the middle, off a couple of touches. Katie Wessels can't get it down. Olson a swing. Huskies again. This is our longest point tonight now. Ball dug in the back row by Riley. Tipped by Horn. Keep it going here. Purple and gold with a swing cross court. And Fletcher can't get it down. And the Bruins will win the longest point of the night to go back up by 3. Everybody getting a touch. And there was even a kick. Now an ace. Right side it goes. Olson a little tip, and that drops a few steps from the net. 3 aces and 4 blocks. Bruins by 2. Wilson backside. Wilmus cross court. Nice up by Pack. Dotson will set inside of 10 off the tape. Huskies pick up on it. Lauren Bays pop it up. Cross court swing. Not going to go down. Free ball Pack. Huskies have it again. Out to the right. Wilmus. Big point here into the 20s, and UCLA up by 2. Out to the left side. That is dug up. Swing by Fletcher, can't get it down. Huskies have it again. Put back over by the setter. One of our longer points tonight. Grayce Olson finishes. She has scored again. Molly Wilson puts it in play. Bruins have it, backside, Grayce Olson, well done, clearing the wall. That is not an easy shot. Washington had 2 up, and she was a good, 7 or 8 feet off the net.
That was an outstanding swing by Grayce Olson as an opposite.
A little bit of a homecoming for her as well, even though she's from Canada. Her father, Mike, was a part of 2 NBA championship Los Angeles Lakers teams in the 80s. Olson, crossbody.
With Kate Duffy, the freshman, leaning into that serve. Swallowed up nicely on the Olson attempt by Terry. And a clever play by Olson there, letting that one.
Being that 6 rotation player, she definitely has left her impact this evening.
No mistake this time for Martinez Mundo, and Terry is repelled. UCLA holds firm again.
Iowa's got the right person on the line. Ball down the middle, Breon, nice pass, left side it goes. Leverett, that's an overpass. Bruins have it. Leverett goes up inside of 10. And finds the middle, pinballed around. Iowa scrambling, manages to get over. Right side, Olson. Sharp angle, wow. Nice and crafty there from Grayce Olson. What a cutter. That's a beach shot, isn't it?
It sure is. A little bit of a beach shot under the ball there.
That was actually a very interesting choice.
Be a part of the field. 9-8, Iowa back on top in the 3rd. Olson, and a heck of a job by Grayce Olson avoiding the block that was up.
Heck of a job by Audrey Pack as well. That pass was coming at her very fast, and she managed to give it a great shape, give Olson a lot of time to get her feet to the ball.
Olson, Audrey Pack, the server. We are tied at 14. Our number of ties here in set 3 have reached double digits. We didn't have any ties. Early changes in set 2, and the Bruin block of Brooklyn, Briscoe. Maybe Grayce Olson gets a block assist, but that was out of bounds. So you were commenting.
Bonnie Dotson, vision, lining up in front of her middle.
Best of 5, UCLA with that first set victory, 25-23. Decent pass for Oregon. They've been off balance a ton in this match. Inside the block and straight down. We haven't seen Grayce Olson for a little while. There's the woman who was there Wednesday.
Yeah, Yahtzee on that swing.